Davido officially sued Sophia and Momodu, even though his wedding is coming soon. Hey you guys, good news and another news put together. So there are two things. So yesterday I was so excited and I celebrated the fact that Davido was getting married, right? So today we have to talk about another thing, although it's still about Davido and his family. So this time around it's about his very first baby mama, Imade's mother, Sophia Momodu. Alright you guys, are highly welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here and you haven't subscribed, the time is now for you to subscribe. Please subscribe, like and share, and leave your comments. The subscription is so free. So you guys, Sophia Momodu actually began to throw tantrums. If you go through my channel, you see videos that I made concerning that. I know I have I think I deleted some of the videos, yeah, but I still have a couple of videos of her throwing tantrums at Davido and saying Davido is not a responsible father. He's not doing this, he's not doing that, he's not been paying the daughter's school fee, that she's going to remove Davido's name from Imade's name, she's going to remove Adeleke, and Imade will begin to bear her own surname. There was nothing Sophia didn't say. That the worst thing she ever made was her past relationship, and that she said a lot of interviews. Trust Nigerians and granting interviews. When you just throw a little thing on social media and you're a public figure, my people, they will begin to interview. Different interviews she granted, different people she spoke against Davido, said all sort of things against Davido. Little did she know that all of those things were being recorded. They were recorded and they kept them in the archives, and today Davido is using them against her. And little did we know that all the travels she's been making, the journeys, the travel to different countries, the tours, the flamboyant life she's been living were all sponsored by Davido. In the midst of all the sponsorships, she still had the guts, she still had the nerve, she still had the voice to speak against the same man who was sponsoring her high life and everything. So Davido has given his own verdict. He has told the court why he is suing her and why he wants to have them in joint custody of the child. So you know, initially she actually stopped Davido from seeing the girl. He will come to Nigeria, he will not be able to have access to his daughter. Meanwhile, he's the one that pays school fees. And he also went on to explain all the ordeals that have happened for the past a year plus, that he has not been given or granted attention or granted custody of his child or given time to see his child and all of that. He said all the trips that Sophia Momodu made to Paris and to London and to all the countries she visited were all sponsored by him. It was courtesy of him taking care of his child. He was one that sponsored their trip, so the child will not be bored. He decided to send them on that trip so they would have fun. Her school, he got to a time where she stopped the child from going to school for over 2 weeks, and the school called Davido and asked why his daughter was not coming to school, and he said why would she not be in school, that he's not aware of it. And then he later called her to find out that the SUV she was using to go to school was down, that the SUV had issues and it has not been fixed. And you didn't tell me, Davido said, you didn't tell me that my daughter's SUV has been down, and you just want people to speak and to say bad things about me, even not for the school that called me. Is that how my daughter would have just been laid back at home? And we all know that children are really forgetful. If you give them 2-3 days space, they will forget the ones you've taught them in the past. So he was not really happy with that. He sent a brand new car. Like he said, I'm going to read it all to you. He sent a brand new car for her to be taken to school, So he gives them a whopping sum of money every month. He even bought a house worth 200 million naira for them to move in, but Sophia Momodu refused and said she wants to be living in a rented apartment. Someone has bought a house for his daughter to live comfortably, a sophisticated house with a swimming pool inside of it, and said people should move in and live comfortably. You don't have to pay rent to nobody. I am capable of taking care of you. But Sophia said no, she wants to continue living in the rented apartment, of which the rent is a 5-point-something million naira a year. Sophia now went on to demand the sum of $19,500 to be paid to her every year or so, and that's about 20-something million naira in a year. But So as reported by Mazitunde, not a lot of other very good close friends to Davido, he said they sued marked application of Mr. David Adeleji Adeleke, while Miss Sophia Momodu was listed as the sole respondent. The originating motion was supported by a 44-paragraph affidavit deposed to by Davido himself. He narrated that though he had a relationship with Momodu that led to the birth of their child on May 14, 2015. The relationship had ended some years ago while we resolved to take care of our child as biological father and mother. Are you guys paying attention? They resulted to taking care of the child as father and mother, even though they were no longer in a relationship. And mind you, I'm not saying age is a number, but the age difference between Davido and Sophia Momodu is really big. I think she's about 40 something now, and Davido is just 31 or 30, within that age range. She was 27, then Davido was something lower, something like that before. That's at the time they had their child. 30 something at the time they had the child. Davido said that it is on record that I have been responsible for the payment of all the school fees of my daughter to provide her with the best education possible and to meet all her educational needs without a hitch. That I have also been providing money for the rent of the apartment where the respondent resides with our daughter. So he's been the one paying the rent, like I said in my video. So I'm not the one saying it. Davido wrote it here, clear and sound. I've already narrated everything just for you to have reference. The singer said that as a result of the love he had from Imade, he purchased and offered the mother a 200 million won apartment in a condominium gated community with a swimming pool and 24-hour power and water supply at Oniru, Victoria Island, Lagos, an offer he claimed was turned down. He said the respondent rejected the offer to stay and live at the above-described secured Oniru apartment, which had been purchased already, but demanded that Davido continue to pay 5 million naira annually for a rented facility as my own contribution towards my daughter's accommodation. So Davido was paying silently even after getting a 200 million worth of house. She said no, she's not staying. He continued just for peace to reign. Davido said to ensure that the interest of Imade was well catered for, I bought a Range Rover Sport utility vehicle for the use of the child and the respondent to meet the transport needs, including transportation of the child to and from school, etc. He added that sometime last year, he received a call from the daughter's school that Imade had been absent for 2 weeks, and upon his inquiry from Momodu Sophia, she began to make excuses and complain that the Range Rover SUV was not in a good condition. However, she refused to inform me about that. Like I said, don't hear Ramba. Furthermore, he added, that sequel to the information about the said condition of the vehicle, I provided another vehicle, Highlander SUV, and in addition the sum of 5.8 million naira as requested by her for the repair of the Range Rover SUV, making it 2 vehicles in the custody and use of the respondent and our daughter. According to Davido, to further ensure that the interest of their child was adequately taken care of, I also made commitment to pay for living expenses, the fees of the nanny to our child, provided medical and health care, insurance, periodic international travel expenses, and tickets. That notwithstanding my efforts in the overall interest of my daughter, the respondent has continued to make outlandish and utopian demands to frustrate me, the singer added. But where people they find this kind of responsible men and lover? See a man committed to doing everything as far as paying the need, the nanny and everything, and you no go happy. It's all right. Listing the other demands allegedly made by Momodu Sophia, he said, the respondent, among others, is demanding that I should pay the nanny she hired the sum of $800 per month, and that the total sum of 19.6 thousand dollars per annum, he said, as a lump sum. Davido claimed that despite his contribution towards ensuring a better life for their daughter, the respondent has continued to show me unwarranted cruelty and inflicting so much pain on me. Davido and Sophia have often been at loggerheads. In 2021, Sophia revealed that she was pained when their daughter Imade took Davido's last name and not hers. Momodu revealed that this via her Instagram story when she reacted to a post about children bearing their mother's name. Are you guys hearing it? About their father's name. According to her, she cried bitterly because her daughter could not bear her last name, Momodu. She wrote, I remember my mom and aunties laughing at me when I was crying because my daughter's last name wasn't going to be Momodu. I was genuinely distraught. I was even arguing and everything that they put her father's full name and not a single letter from mine. She further revealed that her mother made her understand that Imade should bear her father's name so that she could gain from her father's lineage an inheritance. She added, it made me shut up real quick, but I low-key had so many questions. So now, this is becoming a very long matter. It's not just about her now, it's about her mother, who actually told her to allow the child bear Davido's name because of Davido's inheritance. That means both of the families have been eyeing Davido's money. So you guys, with this last statement, it can actually be used against Sophia Momodu. It will be like she actually had the child with Davido because she wanted his money, and the girl is actually bearing his name because of the inheritance, not because they really want to allow him father the child. Are you getting what I'm getting? No, we Nigerians, we can think very fast. We're very smart people, but that's not my own to judge now. The problem is we have a wedding to plan, and it's on the 25th of June. Can you just imagine? Chioma and David will be getting married officially. So the matter is in court right now. Sophia and Davido will be settling themselves in court. Do you think he's going to have full custody of the child, or both of them are going to begin to co-parent? Let us know in the comments. So that's to say now, if Davido is paying 5 million, the 5 million naira will be divided into two. She'll pay 2.5 and he pays 2.5. Would that be good for Sophia Momodu? She would have just allowed this thing to be the way it has been. The guy is taking full responsibility. Why not enjoy the flow? Must you show yourself as a woman? This is just my own concern. So you guys haven't heard and listened to all that happened between Davido and Sophia Momodu. Who do you think is at fault at this point in time? Let us know your candid opinion on the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video, and please subscribe, like and share the video. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye bye.